I have no idea if you guys could hear me talking, by the way. So I might be, I might be yapping again, but I'm going to be joined by my guy Crazy Dog Sports here. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait. And we're going to talk some ball and everything. I just put my banner on, so I don't know if you guys heard it, but yeah, we'll be talking about the Browns and the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals playing tomorrow in Cleveland, Ohio, for Week 1. We're just gonna maybe do it, but I mean, I'm thinking 30 minutes or so. Maybe we'll talk about other things too, not just the game. But man, I'm excited. Let's get right to it, man. I can't wait. What's up, Michael? Thank you for clicking on this video, man. I appreciate it. This is my first collab in like quite a bit. I mean, I know that me and Dashi and Mac also did the was it the Bengals and the Ravens and the Steelers for the playoffs. Um yeah, that was like I think one of the last times I did a collab, but you know, looking forward to it, dude. It'll be a lot of fun though. What's up, Elephant? Thank you for clicking on the channel, man. I see you in Crazy Dog streams. I see you on here too, so very nice to have you on. Michael says Joe Burrow versus Joe Flacco is going to be sick, man. Yeah. I'm not going to sleep on Joe Flacco. I'm not going to sleep on that offense. Definitely not going to sleep on their defense. Um, I, I know I am more concerned about, like than other Bengals fans. I would assume I'm a little bit more concerned. But it's not just about the Browns. It's also just how we come across Week 1. I mean, we could be playing the Raiders and I'd still be like concerned. And yeah, the Browns are a tough matchup, so that's also part of it. But as always, I think if we come ready to play, the question is who's going to win. Well, let's hope it's us. But I don't know. I really don't. To be honest, man, I have no idea. I think we'll win. I have us winning 27-21 or 24-20. I think that was my last prediction. 24-20. But again, there's no give me's in this league, period, and especially not for the Bengals. And in Week 1, especially the Week 1 Bengals really concerns me. The only reason I have a more confidence than I did in previous Week 1s is Joe Burrow and company did play in the preseason, so they will have their reps. There's no excuse. They're both healthy. You got the Browns winning because you're a Browns fan. That's totally fair. That's totally valid. And I admire the support that you guys. I've said this in my preview as well. I admire the support that Cleveland Browns fans show for the team. So, all right, quick intro. Joining me now is a Cleveland Browns. He's a Columbus Crew. He's a Cleveland Guardians, and he's a Cleveland Cavaliers fan as well. And best of all, he's an Ohio State Buckeyes fan. Please welcome Crazy Dog Sports. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Hey, can you hear me, man?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect.
Well, it's great to see you, man. Good to talk to you. It's been a while since I've done like a stream period, and first one I've done with you. So, thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I mean, I low-key like doing collabs. It's just I gotta do them with the right people.
Exactly, right? And hopefully this one turns out great. But yeah, man, it's the first one. So I just I asked this to the I mean Michael obviously has given his thoughts. He's a Browns fan, so I wanted to just get your thoughts. How are you feeling about this game?
Well, honestly, I'm feeling really good about it because it's in Cleveland. And I know that I've told Dashi this a billion times.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns have only lost to the Bengals one time in Cleveland since 2017. And if I know this defense, they're going to come out, ready to go. But our problem is the offense. If our offense shows even a tiny little bit of a pulse, I think we'll be good. But if our offense comes out dead like last year, we might be in trouble.
See, and that's exactly why this is exactly why I am concerned. I think the defense of yours will be a big thing that we have to overcome. I mean, that's just how it is. And, especially division rivalry games, like on either side, there's no give-me's. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people, overlook division games. Whether, like, I'm talking about, like, if there's a team like the Eagles that are even playing the Giants and the Browns and Bengals, I mean, obviously there's a lot of history between the two teams. So you always expect a good like a hard fought game. And I think division rivalry games, no matter if you think you're going to win, no matter if you think you're going to lose, like it's always going to be tough. And that's why I'm coming into this game cautiously optimistic. You know what I'm saying? So I think, Bengals week 1, that's a nightmare for us. And that's why I'm just like, if we can come out like, just with the reps in preseason, like, we'll be fine. But again, man, there's again, like you said, defense is very good for Browns, and yeah, it's in Cleveland. So people underestimate these days how big home field is. So, I mean, I think, yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun, and I hope you have a good time watching the game. And here's one team we can both agree on: we don't like the Steelers. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Elephant, you're cool, man. But
yeah, Elephant. I know a certain somebody doesn't like you very much, but you're actually pretty cool when you're not.
I really, yeah, man. Hey, shout out to my guy Dashy, but yeah, he's not a fan of you. I know that. He banned you from his channel. Michael says he likes the Guards, Cavs, Browns, Buckeyes. Crazy Dog's your guy, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much my most of all of my teams. Yeah.
So, I know you made a prediction video, but obviously, we have a few of the same, subscribers. But how do you feel about the Browns, season this year? How are you feeling about, what they're gonna go, their record, and whatever? Just want to get your overall thoughts. Feel free to yap for a few minutes.
I think our season will probably depend on how we do these first 6 games. If we come out, 3-3, hey, let's go. But if we come out 1-5, then season's over and get me to the freaking draft and get Dylan Gabriel in the game because I want to see what he has at that point.
Yeah.
But I think our defense is going to carry us again. But I think unlike last year, our offense will at least have a little bit of a pulse to where if our defense can go out there and pitch a 3-and-out, our offense can go out there and actually give our defense a little bit of a break. Because if you look at a lot of our games last year, the Browns defense was good. People think, well, Browns were ass last year. It's like, no. The defense was good. The offense was doo-doo juice. The offense couldn't sustain anything. I mean, there were so many games we could have won. We were in the game, and then offense 3-and-out. Defense goes out there, pitches a 3-and-out. Or gets a stop. Offense 3-and-out. Like the one game that really pissed me off was probably the 2 games, Giants and the Raiders game last year. Both games we had a chance to win. Defense put us in a good spot, but the offense just could not move the damn ball.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense, man. I mean, yeah, I think if I'm a Browns fan, I look at the defense as more. I mean, lack of a better word, because we obviously before a season you never want to obviously make the boldest assumptions. They're more proven. So yeah, the offense. I mean, yeah, they'd have work to do. I'm kind of, as a football fan, I'm kind of ecstatic to see the quarterback duel, see how that unfolds. Obviously, Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders, and and I think Joe Flacco. I mean, I think he can be a good mentor for them. Like, I honestly think that. So I think that, and people give Shador a lot of shit, for like that 12-yard loss or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to get too much into that. But he's a rookie.
Scramble.
Yeah,
he's a mad scrambler.
Look, and and Burrow's my guy. Joe Burrow's like one as elite as they come. Burrow had a similar play like that in preseason. So I'm just saying it happens to like the best of them. So I don't think, there's just, there's no like, you can't really judge a quarterback based on one play in the preseason. And even, What's up, guys?
Most hated team in football? Steelers. I mean, God. If we're talking division, I'm going to say my most hated divisional team is probably the damn Steelers.
Yeah, me too. I think,
but in terms of like overall, I mean, it's hard to really say. It depends on who you are. For me,
exactly.
It could be like really any team. The Patriots. I mean, because the freaking Chiefs. I don't know. It's hard to really say. Right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, overall, yeah, it's got to be the Steelers. I have the most like bad taste in my mouth over the Steelers. They beat us twice in the playoffs in my life. Obviously the last time was a decade ago, and they just took it to us. And yeah,
I still remember watching that game, the Jeremy Hill game. I'm like, oh my God, the Bengals might actually do it. Like they're gonna beat them. I remember vividly. I was standing in front of my TV and I was like, oh my God, are the Bengals gonna do it? Oh my God, they might actually do it. They got the ball. All they got to do is get one, I think, first down, and they got it.
1%.
Jeremy Hill fumble. It's like, okay,
yeah.
Well, they still got a chance. Okay, it's not optimal. And then the penalty on Antonio Brown. They knocked Antonio Brown's clock loose, and this. Okay, then they lost.
Yeah, and it's like, Big Ben came in that game, and like you said, we could have done it. I mean, we did do it, but it just took an additional 6 years. So, yeah, thank you, Jeremy Hill, for that. Oh, okay, we got some people in. Browns win tomorrow, but go 3-14 on the season.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, Macaroni. I would not be shocked.
Hey, man,
I can see that.
If the Bengals, if I project the Bengals or any, if I'm a Browns fan, if I project to go 3-14, I'm not even worried about the rest of the season after tomorrow. I'm just enjoying that W. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
best thing is we have 2 first-round picks. So, I mean, if we go 3-14, the Jaguars look like garbage too. We get 2 top 5 picks. Okay, I'll
here's the thing:
if you ask for a year to do that, but nah.
If that ends up happening, I would assume you're probably rooting for the Bengals against the Jags in week 2. So, we'll see what happens. Cincy Edits says Hub Houday. I said this earlier. Cincy Edits. I feel pretty good. I'm cautiously optimistic, and I think same with Crazy Dog. So, sup Dashy, sup Reds beat the Mets with second 29 straight series without getting swept. Yeah, man, that's awesome. I mean, I'm honestly like very, very out of the Reds right now. But it's good that they got the win. I saw that they were obviously up ahead. But
yeah, I'm not really watching the Guardians. I got like the Game Day app open. I saw that the Rays had the bases loaded and 2 outs, and they for some dumb reason they tried to steal home, and thank God we were able to get them out. God.
Yeah, I mean
Tanner Bybee is so bad. We paid him a lot of money for once, and he sucks. So yeah, good use of money there, Dolan.
Man, I was hoping that I was just last night did it for me, man. I mean, after you get the bases loaded and you don't get a single out, or you don't have any outs and you don't even tie the game, like I think that's like the end all be all for the franchise. So I'm kind of checked out of the Reds, to be honest. I mean, they whoop-de-doo, they won today and they're still 5.5 games back. So I'm not going crazy. I just want to stay grounded. But I'm happy we didn't get swept. Obviously, that would have been embarrassing. But right now I'm at the point where I'm just like I'm moving on to 2026, and I think the Buckeyes. I'm gonna get into this for a minute as well. Buckeyes. I want your thoughts on what did you like today? I mean, obviously we're both Buckeye fans, so.
Well, the one thing I liked is they didn't give up any freaking points.
I
mean, exactly. You think things are bad? You could have been Florida losing to South Florida today. You could have been Clemson losing to Troy for like 95% of the game.
Right.
I mean, they went out there and they stuck it to Grambling State, but it's Grambling State. It's a SWAC team. But anything can happen. So you got to go out there and take care of business. And they did.
Yeah, exactly.
And the best part was no injuries.
No injury. Yeah,
no
exactly.
Injuries from what I saw.
Like when I turned on the game, I mean, obviously I wasn't like 100% locked in because it's Grambling State. The one thing I loved, I mean, not loved because I don't like injuries, but every time I saw an injury, it was them. Like I never saw one of our guys like get hurt, so I feel good. About today, and I think, man, I don't want to get cocky, but I feel good about our repeat chances. But you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be a little bit grounded. But one thing about the Bucks is if we do win and we beat Michigan, this one will feel sweeter just because like what else are they gonna say? But I really don't care about what Michigan fans say, to be honest. I mean, it's like it's one of those things where they like to run their mouth. But J-Ram, thanks for tuning in, dude. Go Browns. Disagree, but my guy to the right does agree. I said in my preview that I've known that I definitely, dude. Elephant, I'm not a Steelers fan. I'm saying I hate the Steelers. I'm saying he was a trap
Freaking
take.
elephant with his freaking
Hey, buddy.
trolling.
Hey, Dashy. Elephant was saying this earlier, but you should unban him from your channel, buddy. He doesn't do anything.
He's just guilty
anyway,
by association because Dashy has like all the trolls on his like in his chat.
Hey, man,
it's so funny. Like I'll go live and I'll be like, damn, there's no trolls in here. But it's like, oh wait, that's right. Dashy's live. They're all over there bugging the crap out of him. That's why.
Dude, I saw your video. It was like now I know why my streams are so quiet because they're all bugging him in that channel.
Yeah,
I love
it. It's true.
I love it. Love it.
It's true. I mean,
yeah, I mean, but like, you know, what I'm saying is like, anyway, I mean, but yeah, I mean, I love today. Obviously last week, nothing will beat that unless like we beat Michigan, but man, I'm excited. And then, you know, obviously, how are the Guardians, by the way? Are they in the playoff hunt still? I need to see, to be honest. Are they in the playoff?
I mean, they're just kind of like lurking. I think like 2.5 out of the wild card, but
are you checked out as well?
I don't trust them to get anything. I'm not really checked out. I'm just kind of like, I'm still paying attention. Right. But I mean, it's whatever. I'm not as dedicated to them at this point. If they make it, let's go. If they don't, who gives a crap? I mean, it is what it is with them.
Yeah, honestly, man.
I get really excited about them, and then they lay a damn egg. I mean, there was a couple times where I thought, oh, this team's going to make a run. They got within 5 games of the division lead and then laid the biggest, fattest turd on the freaking mound I've ever seen.
I was going to say, when you guys went on that losing streak a few years ago, or a few weeks ago, don't remember exactly how long it was. That's hard to overcome. I know you guys have been kind of streaky. But yeah, man, a losing streak like that, no matter like how much you win, is like it's hard to overcome. So I really don't think like they're like a bad team or whatever. I mean they're obviously not a bad team, but they're just a very streaky team. So, you know, it's something that there's 3 teams that have orange on their logo: Cincinnati Bengals, FC Cincinnati, and Anaheim Ducks. Yep. This is a good question. You guys should rank your favorite movies. You want to go first, Crazy Dog? I got to think.
I mean, in terms of like overall, I mean,
overall, man, that's hard. That's a hard question.
Like if we're talking overall series, I mean, Star Wars has to be like up there.
Oh sure. Yeah. I hate the new ones, but yeah, the prequels are the best. Depends, man. If you're talking like seasonal, Home Alone. By far, Home Alone. I don't like the third one. The third one sucks, but the first 2 I like in terms of seasonal. I'm trying to think what else. Animated, obviously, you know, I'm a big fan of Shrek. And then I guess superhero wise, obviously I love Spider-Man. So yeah, I mean, I really don't have an overall one. I just kind of pick one within the categories. Yeah, man, I saw Sal Stewart hit his first home run. That's actually great. That's a good sign. That's great. I'm happy for the kid, man. I mean, it's a shame that we didn't give him playing time, but Tito clearly didn't find much fan in him. What are your picks tomorrow? Oh, that's a good question. I made a video. Crazy Dog, I'm gonna list off the games. We can just go over who you got winning.
All
right. So Bucks, or no, actually, let me restart. Who you got? Dolphins or Colts? Who you got tomorrow?
I think in my pick stream I think I said Colts. I might change it tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm kind of leaning towards Indy because Indy. I mean, I can trust them at least, but I would not be shocked if Miami wins. But I'm going to go Indy in a very, very close game.
Thing is, I don't care about this game. They're very, very. They're kind of similar, if I'm being honest with you. So I'm gonna go Indy just because like. Whenever I have like a doubt, I pick the home team, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna go Colts. Steelers and Jets. Who you got?
Well, because I hate the damn Steelers and I want to see them suffer. I want to say Jets, but you know the Steelers. They're going to somehow, some way pull a win out of the crack. And Aaron Rodgers is going to go vintage Aaron Rodgers and lead this miraculous game-winning drive down the field, just in enough range for Chris Boswell to hit a field goal as time expires, and the Steelers are going to win.
See, that's they just have like that devil magic. They got that's what I'm saying, and they usually start off the season pretty good. I mean, obviously, like 2 years ago, they got busted by San Francisco, but I don't know. The Steelers in week 1 are usually pretty like solid, especially they're playing an inferior Jets team. So yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers on this one. Panthers and Jaguars.
Yeah, I said this in my video. I mean, I want the Jags to like go 0-17, so I'm going to say Panthers in a very close one.
Yeah. Daniel Jones is starting for the Colts tomorrow. Yeah, dude, I don't know about him. I kind of root for him because, like, you know, he's a very easy guy to root for, but he's just not very good. Not a big fan of him. Terry Francona has a flu bug. Well, speedy recovery, but that's also, I hope he saw that home run in his. I don't trust Daniel Jones, but at the same time, I don't trust the Dolphins O-line. Yeah, that is true. Dude, the thing is that week ones are they're just hard. They're hard to pick. Like you'll have like the most random like upsets, and even when it's like not, you know, it's not like blatantly obvious the team is gonna win. Like you'll just have like another team just creep on, and it's just like, I think that's like the most like infuriating aspect of like, you know, week ones. Like if I'm like the Chiefs losing, I actually had the Chargers winning, but I think a lot of people did expect KC to, you know, win, and then people are now saying they're done for the season. They're not making the playoffs. Like that's a load of crap. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be right in there in the mix. Period. So,
one thing about week 1 is everyone always overreacts.
Exactly. Like I don't think and I hope to God this doesn't happen. And same with you and the Browns. Like if we lose tomorrow, I'm not going to be like season's over unless like there's some catastrophic injury. You know what I mean? Like it's just that's not how football works.
Now, if you lose next week to the Jaguars,
that's a different story.
Then I'm going to be mad at you guys because like, wow, I actually kind of don't really. I want the Bengals to win for the draft pick that we got from the Jaguars, but it's like, damn, I'm kind of. I mean, I'd be happy either way. I can't lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Either the Jags lose and our pick gets up there, or the Bengals lose and I get to gloat a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's a win-win for you, man. And right now we both get a win because TTUN is losing 14-0. Love to see that. Hopefully Oklahoma keeps it up. I think more than anything, man, I just want to beat the shit out of Michigan this year. I 5 in a row that fan base will not stop, you know, running their mouth.
No.
Yeah, so that's one thing I really want to see. And obviously, you know, one thing I really wanted to hit on, and we'll get into the other picks like in a bit. How are you feeling about the Cavs this year? Obviously, with all the injuries out that's going on with Tatum and Halliburton, that's one thing I really wanted to touch on with you.
Well, I mean, we got Lonzo. I want to see how he does. He's looking good in those pickup videos I'm seeing, like of him doing pickup games. That's good. If he can just stay on the freaking court like more than half the season, I like what he's got. And of course, Max Strus going down. That's a bummer again.
That's a huge bummer.
That's got Cavs fans kind of eyeing Malik Beasley a little bit more, but he's going to want a lot of money. I don't think he'd, you know, trade off getting paid for a chance to win a championship on this team. But hey, you never know. Maybe Donovan Mitchell can work some magic and, you know, be like, hey, yo, Malik, you want to come play with us? You know, I mean, come win a championship, get your, you know, resume up there and, you know, go make the bag next year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not saying we have to sign him long term. I mean, just come here on like a 1-year prove-it deal. You know, if he gets cleared of all that legal crap. Speaking of which, Quinshon Judkins is he's signed, but he's not playing tomorrow. I actually joked in a video today. I was like, if that dude really played tomorrow on some Stone Cold Steve Austin type thing, you know,
I saw that.
Just comes running out the tunnel, the Stone Cold theme, you know, glass shatters, and here comes Quinshon. He goes out there and runs for over 100 yards. I'm like, Dashy would want Al Golden thrown into the river. Because how the heck would you let a guy who hasn't practiced all camp come in and run over 100 yards on you. That would be just, oh. But yeah, he'll probably play next week, which that's cool. Okay, well, I promise I did not boot him out. I did not hijack his stream. I think his internet must have said, I'm out of here. Zach Taylor, I want to see him swim laps in the Ohio River with cement shoes. Damn, Dashy, that's, in all my years as a Browns fan, I don't think I've really wanted a coach to, do that, except for maybe Hugh Jackson. But he kind of already did that. He took a dip in Lake Erie after the 0-16 season. So, yeah, classic. Do I get a lot of crap for being a Cavs fan? Oh, you're talking about, yeah. I don't think so. I mean, the Cavs are really the only basketball team around here besides the Bulls or the Pacers. So I don't know what happened to OGT. He just dipped on me. I promise I did not hijack his stream. He just dipped.
Dude, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Dude, I think my internet just freaking died. There we go. Can you hear me?
I think your internet got thrown in the river.
Yeah, clearly it did. What the heck was that? I just texted you my internet died. Let's do a collab tomorrow after the game. But what the hell was that?
Oh, yeah, I just saw it.
Gonna be
I'm over here talking, and it's I don't hear nothing. I'm like, did my internet go or did his? But I guess it was yours.
That I don't know what the hell that was, man. But hey, if I don't know if you're free anytime tomorrow as well, but I wanted to talk about the game with you as well. I was gonna ask you this earlier, because I'm kind of I'm down to talk the game also tomorrow. Only coach I want
I'd be down.
Yeah, let's do it. Only coach I want thrown in the river is Zach Taylor because I want to see him swim laps in the Ohio River with cement shoes. It's a funny comment, Dashy. I agree with you. I've been on this fire Zach Taylor trade for a while. I said this about David Bell when he was the Reds manager, that he needs to swim laps in the. Yeah, I couldn't stand. And one thing, Crazy Dog, and you obviously are a Cleveland Guardians fan, so you know this. I don't get why people are saying David Bell is better than Tito. That's clearly not true. Even a washed-up Tito, I'm taking him over David Bell any day.
I mean, Tito has his faults. He sometimes will make the most boneheaded choices. But, I mean, before we had him, we had Manny freaking Acta. I mean, come on. Freaking Tito was Jesus compared to Manny Acta. The fact is, David Bell's better. David Bell is nowhere near better than freaking Tito. I mean, come on.
Even a washed-up Tito. If you want to say he's washed up, he's nowhere near him. Nowhere near. He doesn't even hold his jock strap. So yeah, I don't understand that the people that make those comments. TTUN is 0-3 when they have a freshman quarterback starting the year. Yeah, but they're 4-0 against us in the last 4 years. That needs to change somehow, some way.
I mean, look who they had a quarterback last year. What was it?
Exactly.
Davis freaking Warren.
And I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that I'll say it. I think Will Howard was playing just knocked out of his ass because when he got hit really hard, it just felt like he had a concussion. I'm serious. He just did not feel in the game. He just felt knocked out. And I think it's a big reason why we lost.
And I just want to know why Ryan Day and Chip Kelly had the bright idea to continue to try to run straight at Chris, whoever the other guy was next to Mason Graham. Why are you continuing to try to run into the teeth of the Wolverine defense when you could run around the edge and expose the linebackers and the corners?
Yeah,
let's run right up into the teeth of the defense.
I know. It's I saw so many memes that had the same playbook design. It's HB dive up the middle. What the hell? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Give your predictions for the Super Bowl. I said this.
Predictions for the Super Bowl after 1 week almost. I mean,
well, I think he means preseason. Or like preseason predictions. Look, I'll be honest, and this might be like very, very like, you know, it may sound crazy now because they just lost last night. But AFC, I had the Chiefs, and NFC, I had the Packers. So I had Chiefs, Packers, and I have the Chiefs winning. I don't know what you have, Crazy Dog, but that was that was mine.
I mean, until I see them really look bad, I'm gonna say Eagles. Honestly, I could see it being a rematch, Eagles and Chiefs again. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna honestly say Eagles, Chiefs again, and the Eagles are gonna win again because why not?
Why not, right?
Why not?
Yeah, the thing is, like, unless it's KC, like a dynasty, I tend to not pick the same team back-to-back years in the Super Bowl unless they're like a dynasty or proven dynasty. That's why I say like Eagles, they definitely have the capability, but one we haven't seen at least in our I mean, obviously Bills Cowboys back in the day, but we haven't seen like a repeat Super Bowl matchup back-to-back years. So I have no reason to think that it would continue, but again, both teams look really, really good, so I wouldn't be surprised. But as always, I mean, let's hope that doesn't happen. How about that?
Yeah, until I see the Chiefs lose in the AFC title game, then I can't pick against them.
Yeah, they've been there 3 straight years. I would find it hard to not to pick them. Do I get a lot of crap for being a Cavs fan? Not really, because I think most people understand it's like that's the only Ohio team. So I'm an Ohioan first, as always. I like to call myself. I'm born in Dayton, raised in Cincinnati, went to school in Columbus. I'm more of an Ohio guy. So yeah, I don't get a lot of crap though. Julian Sane is player of the game. Yeah, man, I wanted to see more from him. That was my goal coming into this game. I wasn't too high on him after last week, and especially like last year he came in for some mop ups. That's kind of what my thing was. But yeah, I was happy with his performance. I just don't see any stopping of this offense if he lights it up.
I mean, he went 15 of 15 or something like that.
I
know his final stat line was 18 of 19. I don't think he had an incompletion because technically the interception was caught by the opponent. So technically he went 19 of 19. It's just the one happened to go to a dude wearing a black helmet with the G on it.
Exactly.
Which I don't know why he threw that ball. I mean, he hesitated like crazy. He should have just went to Jeremiah in the middle. But hey, I get it. Cornell's your guy. He's been cooking, so why not? But just a bad throw.
Exactly, man.
Interceptions are going to happen. It's just about how you come back from them.
It's how you respond.
You can't let them drag you down.
My friend was making a meme like Grambling State's got the same Georgia logo, so he was just like joking. He was just like, I think they meant to schedule the Georgia game, but got the logos mixed up. So that would have been a better game. Tyler says he's a KC Chiefs fan. He says, yo, as a KC fan, I'm supporting your YouTube channel. Hey, buddy, I appreciate you. Be sure to hit that subscribe. Appreciate you as always. And yeah, sorry about your loss last night, but again, it's only week 1. Glorious, what's up? Eric, what's up, dude? Good to see you on the stream. Appreciate you tuning in. Shane McClanagan went to the University of South Florida, and Florida upset 13th ranked Florida in the swamp. Yeah, that was pretty cool to see, man. I saw that as well. Look, last night's game was terrible, but you still believe in the team. Yeah, dude, it's week 1. I don't know, and you're gonna get a lot of crap. I'm just gonna say it. Everybody hates the Chiefs, and that's just how it is. But you're gonna get a lot of crap. I still think the KC Chiefs are, they're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like their dynasty isn't over, as people like to say. I'm not like that. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I don't want it to continue because I want the Bengals back in the Super Bowl, obviously. But they're not going anywhere. They're a good team. So I did see the game, and I don't know if you saw. I mean, Crazy Dog, you definitely saw this, but that Tart guy, he punched Travis Kelce.
He slapped him in the face.
Yeah, he just straight up bitch slapped him.
Yeah, freaking Tart.
He's getting a lot of hate from the Swifties, and then he's getting a lot of love from everybody else. So,
of course,
it was pretty
wild. I mean, but yeah, I mean, again, dude, Tyler, don't feel. I mean, obviously you're upset about the loss, but yeah, it's week 1, dude. Everything's happen. And there's it's just always how you recover from it. But Eric, man, how are you feeling about tomorrow? I didn't get your comment earlier. How are you feeling about this game tomorrow? I mean, yeah, like you said, I'm assuming you feel the same way as Crazy Dog. I feel like if you're a Browns fan, you feel good. If you're a Bengals fan, you probably feel optimistically good. So it should be a good game, though. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to that Sunday night between Buffalo and Baltimore, too. That'd be a fun one.
By the way, Guardians just took the lead. Stephen Kwan, RBI.
Hey, nice.
Give us 2 down in the top of the 9th. So, Cade Smith gonna come in for another attempt at a save. Hopefully, he can lock it down. But I want us to score some more runs for him.
Right.
I'm always so uneasy about 1-run leads.
I'll tell you one game. You probably remember this, but the game that Jonathan India hit the walk-off I don't know if it was a grand slam, but it was a walk-off home run. That was one I tuned into later, and I was just like, man, Crazy Dog's got to be livid right now. So,
I mean, I can tell very early what's going to happen. Like Clase, I mean, with him, from the first pitch, it's like, okay, this guy's got it, or this is going to be a walk-off loss. And whenever we face Kansas City, I say this all the time, we lose we get walked off by them once a year at least, maybe even once a series.
Right,
happens every single freaking year. No matter how hard we try, we always get walked off at least once per series out there in Kansas City.
Yeah,
I even joke around saying like how the Chiefs stole the Cardinals' devil magic, and then the Royals just kind of take some of it every once in a while to use for themselves.
Yeah. Man, that's so funny. I mean, we're both kind of haunted by Missouri teams. I guess that's just the norm for Ohio teams, being haunted by teams in Missouri. I believe Xavier Worthy is out for the game. That was a weird. Yeah, Ren says Kelsey injured. Worthy. It's funny. I think Kelsey needs to retire. Yeah. I mean, hey, he said it himself. It's the last one on his contract. So, we'll just see what happens. But so I'm actually on low time right now. So Crazy Dog, I want to ask you one more thing, man, and then we can get out of here real quick and go unfiltered. Take a few minutes if you want. Here's your chance to just let some trash talk loose. You're on. I'm gonna put you on here. Give me one thing you want to see from the Browns tomorrow, and just go unfiltered, and then I'll end it with my kind of similar rant, if you want to call it that. But go all out, man, and don't hold back. What do you want to see from the Browns?
I mean, really, all I want to see is like an actual offensive pulse. That's pretty much what I want to see. If the defense goes out there and let's say first drive, Bengals get the ball, and Myles Garrett gets a freaking turnover. I want to turn that turnover into points, not 3, 6. I mean, I'll take 3. I mean, it's 3 more points than you had before. But if the defense gets a stop on gets a 3 and out, offense goes out there. I don't need this freaking easy 1, 2, 3, freaking 4 and 3 and out where you barely move the ball. I mean, I want the offense to actually move the ball downfield. Now, what I like about this team is we're going back to what we were good at when Stefanski was actually calling the shots before we went to Ken Dorsey's dumbass. We got rid of his loser ass, and Stefanski is the OC again, pretty much. Although we did, I guess, promote Tommy Reese. But, yeah, Kevin's calling the shots, so I expect the Browns to hopefully get back to what they were good at.
Mm-hmm.
I need the offense to actually, help out the defense a little bit. That'd be great.
Well, I'll quickly end it off. I want the Bengals, man. Look, and in no means is last year the indication of this rivalry over the last few years, but last year they came out of the gate, and what happened? A Charlie Jones kickoff return, right? You could tell that kind of set the tone for the entire game. I want a good start. I mean, obviously, there's like on the first play of the game in the second meeting, Ford broke away for a 70-yard run, and only for a goal line stop were we able to gain momentum. If he scores half an inch, I really don't think we win that game because that changes the momentum of everything. So what I want for the Bengals, and this is a team you just don't like, right? Let's face it. And like, I want the Bengals to know, they're in enemy territory. And again, it's not as obviously this is not like as heated or hated as like the other two, but like they're in enemy territory. You swept them last year, but they and even like Denzel Ward's been chirping as well. So like you got obviously that back and forth, kind of like Jamar Chase did 2 years ago. But one thing I want to see is I just want us to start fast, and I think both teams need to start fast because if they don't, they're going to lose. Both teams. If they don't start fast, if Burrow turns 7 points and then Bengals defense gets a turnover, Browns are not going to win. And same with the Bengals. If Burrow's just on his ass, or like if Chase can't get open or free because Denzel Ward is hogging him, they're not winning. So let's be told, I think the Bengals, they need to start fast. They need to just set the tempo and stop coming out of the gate so slow. Offensive line needs to block. Defense needs to come. And the defense is better than it was last year, but it needs to prove it because they haven't proved it yet. Tyler says, what happens if the KC Chiefs start 0-2? Dude, even if they start 0-2, it's the freaking Chiefs. Just
Yeah.
it's all good. Like
They'll figure it out.
Exactly. The Bengals started 0-2 like 3 straight years. And yeah, obviously the last 2 didn't go well. But I would attribute 2023 to Joe's injury. Last year, I mean, the defense was just dog water. But 2023, I'll attribute that to Burrow's injury. I do think they get back, but 2022 they turned it around and went to the AFC title game. So I'm just saying it can happen. But hey, man, I just wanted to say like, Crazy Dog, man, great talking to you as always. We'll have a longer stream eventually. I mean, obviously there's more down the road. But appreciate you coming on here, giving your talk, just talking about the game. Good luck to the Browns tomorrow. Hope to be chatting with you. We'll text and talk, after the game on Insta and all that. But man, thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I could, pop on for a little bit. And hopefully both teams get out of here healthy. It'd be a real shame.
Yeah, that's all I want.
This was essentially like a body bag game where the Browns lose like 3 players to bad injuries, and then the Bengals.
Right.
I mean, these teams are both like built off of a couple players to where like if Joe Burrow got hurt again, cooked, their season's done. For us,
right.
if Myles Garrett got hurt, God forbid, yeah, our defense is just going to be food the rest of the year. So hopefully both teams get out healthy and yeah.
Exactly. And even if Chase gets hurt, man, we're screwed. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of, and I know the receivers are deep and everything, but there's just some guys you just want healthy. And again, more so than the win, I want both teams healthy. Because I want good
Bengals 27, Browns 14.
Hey man, I hope you're right.
I can see that. I mean,
I hope you're right. But yeah, Cleveland, see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. And Crazy Dog, best of all, man, enjoy the game. I want you to enjoy the game. Enjoy football's back. Obviously, hope your team loses, and same with you for me, obviously. But I hope you enjoy the game first and foremost because football is back.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. By the way, sub to Crazy Dog, as Tyler just mentioned. His sports channel is Crazy Dog Sports 5156, and be sure to sub if you haven't already. Crazy Dog, my guy, take care, man.
Yep, you too.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Yeah, let's just have a good day of football. Who day, as always, and yeah, take care, guys. Peace.